Well guys, welcome to another video. So in today's tutorial, we're going to talk about the ZeroClaw SubAgents. So ZeroClaw does not have SubAgent in the past, but now they just added that amazing feature. So, and you can see in the community, so the community is growing and people really like this project. And also, if you look at the tools, which is the SubAgent folder, so basically actually they added SubAgents as tools. So you can see these features are added 2 days ago. So in today's tutorial, we're going to show you guys how to set this up on Kaggle step by step for free. And if you have not seen my previous video, how to set up the ZeroClaw on Kaggle Visual Studio, just feel free to check that out. It's in the channel. If you have set this up, which you already did, as you can see here, then you just follow the rest of the tutorial today. So they will help you to set up the ZeroClaw SubAgent. And so let's get started. So let's do a recap on what needs to be done. So first you have to install Rust because ZeroClaw is built on Rust, and also you have to install Ollama. So we're going to demo everything using Ollama, and you also have to install the ZeroClaw just by using the one-line command. So this is probably the easiest way to set up the ZeroClaw. You can also use the bootstrap.sh on board after you download the repo. So that's all you need to do. If you want more details, just feel free to check out my previous video. So after you run this installer, you generally will have to choose a few configurations. So depends on your preference. You might have to start the build it, and also you have to install everything in the cargo bin folder, and also install everything. Then you have to start configure the ZeroClaw. So you have to set up the workspace. This is actually a little bit different than the previous version, but almost the same. Let's go over this very quickly. So first you have to install the workspace. So the workspace is under the ZeroClaw folder. And then after that, you have to install the API, an API provider. So this is very standard. So you just choose the local. For example, you have to choose local Ollama. So they have a few options. Just choose this one. And the other step to install channels. So you don't have to install channels. The default channel is CLI. Then you don't need the terminal. So the terminal is basically we're running here. So it's Gradio terminal, but you don't have to set up a separate terminal. And then the tools and security. So this is basically to set to local, just do the local only. And the sovereign, just do that. And then for the web internet tools, the default I think is disabled for web search. You have to turn that on the configuration. After you set everything up, you have to configure everything in the configuration.toml. So, and the web fetch, you just turn that to yes. So you can also enable other tools, but those are two very popular tools you have to enable. Then you have to basically say do a HTTP request tool, and you can also enable that. Then the hardware, you just maybe have to do a default one, which is default is disabled. So it's software only. The memory is SQLite, so this is by default. And then the identity backend, so you just do OpenClaw. The project context, this is basically like the username and also the time zone agent name. So default is ZeroClaw. So that's all you need to do. After that, you can see the folder structure like this, and everything is all set up. So that should be it. Then you have to configure the config.toml based on your preference, like your VLLM selection and the SubAgent, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. Then after everything is up, then you can test it using ZeroClaw agent, hello ZeroClaw, or you can do an interactive section using ZeroClaw agent. So that's it. As you can see here, we tested a few things. So everything works good. And also, if you want to configure the SubAgent, which we're going to talk about in this video specifically, so just do a couple of things. You should be ready to go. The first, make sure the API is localhost 11434. There are a couple of options. They also have Ollama Cloud, so make sure you just do local because this is probably the easiest way. Then the default provider is Ollama, and you can choose the default model as Q1330B or GLM-4.7 Flash. So either way should be fine. That's probably the best model for Ollama to test this. And then you have to basically add the SubAgent. So in the last few sessions, you basically have to configure all the agents you want to add. So for example, this is basically for researcher agent, and there's a coder agent. You can add a marketer or sales agents. Basically, those are very similar to the OpenClaw SubAgent we talked about in the last video, but the configuration format is a little bit different. Also, you can see that the agents.researcher is basically configured everything inside the config.toml with all the different parameters. So which is very clean and smooth, and it's very nice. And you can see that the model we choose for this specific agent is GLM 4.7 Flash. The provider is Ollama, and also the model for the coder is basically the same. You can choose different models for different agents. But in this way, to flatten out everything in the configuration.toml, it's very clean. So you can see exactly what agent is and what they're doing. Also, you can allow tools. It's basically the web search, HTTP request, file read and write. Also, this is basically shell file name and file write. So it's very clean. And for the original OpenClaw SubAgents, it's a little bit different. They're actually configured in the OpenClaw.json file, and everything was a little bit structured in the JSON. So this is actually cleaner. So just in my opinion, and also you can set up the max depth and also max iterations, just for different agents. Those are also, you can check out the details in the ZeroClaw this tools file. So you can just open the SubAgent spawn. You can see all these different parameters, how they are configured in this Rust file. So that should be it. So after everything is set up, then you can start testing with the ZeroClaw agent. The best part of this is actually the messaging inside this interactive section. It's very clear to see which agent is called and which tools is called. So it's very clean and very clear. So let's go through that. So if you just do a test prompt similar to this one, which is like research the latest benchmarks for Llama 4 and Claw 4 Opus of 2025, and spawn a researcher SubAgent. If it is a heavy task, then use web search tool is mandatory. So summarize the top 3 findings and write them to a markdown report. So this basically asks the interactive agent which is the orchestrator agent, to spawn a researcher SubAgent, and also use the web search tool. So you can see that we basically asked the question, and you can see it here. And what the agent is doing is to actually delegate everything to a SubAgent. You can see here. So we asked it to delegate to a SubAgent researcher, and it is doing that, and it shows you it is doing that. And also you can choose manually yes or no, or basically skip all this every time for always use delegate. So you can see exactly it's SubAgent researcher prompt, right? So it's very nice. And this is actually not exists in the OpenClaw, the default version, but this is very nice in the ZeroClaw. Then you can see basically they generate some the Claw 3, Opus and Llama 3, because I think there's issues with the search response, or maybe they're actually detecting something that's in 2025. So we ask for 2026, so it does not really understand like if it's 26 or 25. So and then we ask it again. So what happens is we have to specify, can you check out the information in 2025? So then it starts to understand the question and then to figure out the answer correctly. So at the end, you can see basically it did a good job to summarize everything. So so I see this. You can see basically at the end of this response, it does understand everything correctly and generate the response for Llama 4 and Claw 4. But you do need to specify the prompt specific for 2025. So yeah, so that's how you actually use the SubAgent of the ZeroClaw to get things running. And at the end, we did actually ask it to save all the benchmarks response to a markdown file. You can see everything was spin up, saved in the markdown file, as you can see here. So basically, they saved everything in the markdown file, very clean, in markdown file, very clean. So it's very nice. So I think they did a pretty good job with the SubAgent of the ZeroClaw, and that should be it. This is how we actually test the ZeroClaw SubAgent. So, and hopefully this is helpful. But last but not least, if you actually want to see the tool calling, they also have that. You can see every time they actually ask you to confirm a tool, they will also get a prompt to ask you about the confirmation of the tool. So you can see that Llama 4 versus the Claude 4 Opus 2026 benchmarks. Do you want to use the tool, right? So you know exactly the tool it is calling. So the yes or no always for web search tool. So, and web search tool is actually using DDG, so it's very nice. You don't need to have set up the extra steps. So it's very clean. You can just use it by default. So, but that's it. So hopefully it is helpful. If you do like this video, please subscribe, like, or comment. If you have any questions, thank you so much for supporting the channel, and see you in the next one.